Davey, you can tell the season's underway. We've got a game so soon, straight away. How have we prepared for this one?
Obviously, quick turnaround from Saturday. Saturday, although disappointing, the still second half, the boys were excellent. The manager said that to them. It's like we threw everything at them second half and just could not get that break that we probably needed and deserved without a doubt. So it's just back in this morning, just check on how the players are. And then the manager did stuff obviously for tomorrow night again. Went through this morning, we did a little bit of review on the game at the weekend from Burton, because there's a lot of positive things from it, although we didn't manage to get the result. And then we looked at obviously Lincoln and just what we think they've got and how we can hopefully exploit them if possible. So did that, went on the pitch. The manager then took him for the shape and the tactics and the set plays for tomorrow night. So
I was just looking at some of the stats in the last game. Some of the passing stats and the crossing stats were really encouraging.
Yeah.
Is that kind of a pattern that you hope to see in the coming games as well? Because eventually some of those will start going in.
Yeah, the pattern is we want the ball to go in the net, obviously, but I think when you look at the work in pre-season, you can see that number one, the fitness levels are high, because we dominated right up to the last minute of the game, so that tells you that they're up the levels of fitness the manager wanted. From a footballing point of view, we managed to be in there, obviously their half for majority of the second half, and loads of balls in the box. We just couldn't get that finish that we want, so we do feel that that's a sign of how we want to play. We just need to get that finishing touch. And another day we could have scored 1 or 2 goals quite comfortably, but it just wouldn't break. And you've got to give Burton credit, because they did defend their box manfully. They were blocking things, getting on things, and they got the goal in the first half. Our first half performance wasn't as good as we wanted. I think there was a lot of expectation with the crowd coming back, but I'd say this, the boys were fantastic second half. You've got to really give them a lot of compliments for how they played. And then another day I said we could have got something out of the game.
I asked a similar question to Matty Pennington. Walking out at 3 p.m, the stands packed, roaring, singing, screaming for the lads. How incredible was that? What was the emotion like for you?
Okay, let's see from listening, talking to the players, like they've said it, and I'm not just saying a cliche thing. Football is completely different, and nothing without the supporters, and all the players have missed having the fans at the game since last season. So just even coming out for the warm up and that kind of excitement building, you've actually got fans there. Honestly, it makes such a difference. And then obviously at the start of the game, the players are just desperate to go out there, as we are, and try and get the fans singing in a positive way. And again, as always, the Shrewsbury fans have been excellent. They're always supporting. You can hear them, which is great. They had a lot of good, I think, atmosphere to the players, and just disappointed we didn't manage to get points on the board for them.
I'm sure they'll be in fine voice again tomorrow. You've mentioned a little bit about Lincoln there. What kind of football does Michael Appleton like to play? What kind of style does he implement with his players?
Yeah, similar to last season, when we look at them, they always try and kind of build out for the back. They've got good rotations in play. They've actually, you see last year when they got to the playoff final, it tells you how good they were last year. And he's done a fantastic job, Michael, since he went in there. You think last season he had a great season. So we know that we're going to have a really hard test tomorrow night. They play good football, and we've just got to go out there and match that, and then hopefully try and get a result.
I know the gaffer would echo what your answer to this question, but it's great to see Michael back on that touchline, isn't it, after his own health tribulation.
It's just incredible how quickly he's come back, and I know that from before he was always asking after our managers, and the same. The manager was obviously making sure he was okay in the opposite way when you heard the news about his illness. But it's incredible. He is a fit guy, Michael, you can see that, and to get back so quickly, I think it's testament to him. So that's good.
Just a quick housekeeping update. How's Sean Worley? He had a bit of a cut on his hand.
Yeah, it was bad, to be fair. At the weekend it was quite a deep laceration he got in his hand, and he had to get stitches into that. And there was a bit of swelling in it, so it's settled down a lot now. But on Saturday, it was, to be fair to him, to actually play the rest of that half with that injury was really difficult for him. And he obviously came off at half time, so I was going to assess that. He was seeing a doctor again this morning just to see how the stitches are and how the bruising and the swells went down. But he's going in the right direction. It just needs to settle down a little bit more.
Luke Leahy, he took a bit of a knock in the face. Is he okay?
He's fine. He's fine. I seen that somebody was going to ask about his nose, but no, he's fine. There's no issue at all with that.
Everyone else okay?
Yeah, no, they were good. The boys were good this morning. It's like missing obviously football for so long to come back. It's just great to have another game on Tuesday. I think the players talking to someone this morning, like guys like Benno making his debut and loved it. Just desperate to get that win, as we all are. So we're just really happy we've got another game tomorrow night that we can try and get out there and play well, get a good performance and get the result we want.